Hello everybody, my name is the One Frono, and welcome to Hand of Fate 2. So we could go to High Priestess, the Empress, or the Emperor. Um, let's go the High
There
Priestess
is the
first.
small game, the game we play, and there is the great game, the game of life and death, the game I was once master of.
So we got Cardinal Blade, Warrior's Axe, Shield, Ruby Ring, and let's get this. I don't know what that does, but... And then I want to get all of the ones with a coin on them. I want to do the arm wrestling again, because that was fun. Let's get this, a Fiend in Need. And why not both of those? Let's keep her going.
You find yourself once again in the company of prayer and religion. How unfortunate.
The High Priestess.
Now it begins. Negotiations on behalf of the Empire. We will see how that story ends.
Malclips has somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission. While I usually refrain from working for the Empire, since this one takes me further away from it, I've made an exception. It'll square my debt with General Brandstorm, and help open many doors for you. What do you say? Sure, why not? Excellent. Bring your sword and let me do the talking, says Malclips. I've brought plenty of supplies so that we can set up camp when we get hungry. Ooh, plenty of food. Nice. Malclips shares a tidbit as you commence your journey. The High Priestess is quite partial to blessings. If you can prove yourself worthy, we'd have a better chance at swaying her in our favor. You grit your teeth and begin the ascent. Let's go this way.
Not every temple has crumbled into the dust, more's the pity.
The Temple of Divine Providence provides blessing in exchange for a simple donation. I think I'm going to decline. I want to keep the coins I have. You enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. In the second round of the competition, you sit up opposite the age frame of Huntley Toothless. He boasts about once being a silencer for the Thieves Guild. Alright, let's do this. Hey, we got it. Huntley crumples in defeat almost instantly. You're lucky I'm not 20 or 30 years younger, he says, grumbling. You gain 2 fame. Hey! Hey, even more. You take your reward from the purser on the way out of the tavern. When you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize. Nice. Let's go this way.
In my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket a mage for fear of failure, or worse, success.
The market bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the lands call out to passerbys to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning, you quickly discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. You jump to your feet and catch a glimpse of the thief as they weave through the crowd. Come on, we gotta get our coins back. This one. Man. The tangled maze of people proves too much for you, and the thief makes their escape. Man. Unfortunate.
Ever since I've returned to this world, I've been disappointed. The filth, the shame, the horrors dwell in the minds of men, not in the monsters in the darkness.
Westwind's only tavern, the Rusty Razor, is a safe harbor among the many dangers of the outside reaches of the Empire. Its barkeep sits outside of his establishment with a look of resigned defeat. Upon your arrival, he jolts straight up, and a smile almost breaks out across his face. At last, someone from the guild is here. These Empire soldiers have almost ruined me. Before you can disagree, the owner swings open the saloon doors and pushes you inside. Inside, you discover a handful of Empire soldiers enjoying ale rather than doing their duty. A freshly invigorated barkeep hops up onto a table and shouts above the noise, "You lazy, drunken deserters are done. The Stewards Guild has sent an enforcer here, and now you're all going to have to get back to your posts. This town needs defending." One of the soldiers rises with a slight sway. "We've got 3 days until our shift ends, and we return to civilization. So we're not doing any fighting unless they threaten the supply of ale. Right, lads?" Raucous cheer erupts, and a beer tankard smash together all around. "So why don't you take your shiny ox badge and shove off?" Wow, I cannot read right now. Wow. The barkeep turns to you. "What are you gonna do?" "Threaten." You suggest with menace that the soldiers should report to you, or they'll report to the healer.
Now you wager for more than mere success and failure.
I'm
You
gonna go
choose
with
the
this
very
one.
stakes themselves.
Man, I won't be threatened by the likes of you, the soldier grumbles as he rises, followed by his friends. "Only 3 of them, I can handle that. Nice and easy." Watchmen. Taken from the dregs of society, elevated to petty positions of power. Watchmen can block, greatly reducing incoming damage. Use Bash to open them up for damage.
Just once. Could we get a quiet drink?
Got him. Big damage. Come on, let's keep this up. Ah. Nice, okay. Only took a little bit of damage.
Like a compass, it indicates the truth of all directions.
Yeah, let's use the Cardinal Blade. More food, more fame. Nice. As soldiers fall under yet another blow from your weapon, the leader shouts out, "Stop, alright? We'll do our part. Just stop cracking our skulls." Nice. Let's keep her going. What's this next one?
Be careful where one takes refuge, even
Blizzard.
in the worst of storms.
With little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in from the north. The snow whips against you like shards of glass and obscure your vision. You struggle to find cover. Come on, this one's got to be a success. This one right here. No way. Ugh. The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset frostbite. You are alerted to the sound of shuffling footsteps. You can barely make out the silhouette of menacing figures who have invaded your shelter. They're not the sort you want to be in such close quarters with. Uh-oh. We got this, though. I'm not worried. Okay, maybe I'm worried a little bit. Pretty sword. Cardinal Blade. Prepared for violence in every major direction.
Don't let them hit me! I'm too handsome for violence.
Come on. Dodge that. Got him. Beautiful. Hey, 10 life and food. Beautiful. As the blizzard eases, the intruders make their escape. Mileclips forges for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough. We can set up camp here for the night." I don't need to make camp. I can just keep going.
The mountain itself pushes you back.
Sudden blizzard slows your progression through Mount Fridas. The bitter wind pierces your skin like shards of glass. Let's keep her going.
Witches I will tolerate. They have at least stepped into the streams of power that magicians call home.
As you ascend the snowy Mount Fridas, you happen upon a cottage with pungent smoke wafting out of the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping snow off the path beckons you to come in. "We've come in search of the great high priestess to deliver an important message," says Mileclips. "You better go bearing blessings if you want to get on the high priestess's good side. I'm fixing a batch right now if you like a taste. If I've got it right this time, you can take it to her," she says, stirring the cauldron. Mileclips politely declines. "I've been watching what I eat, but my companion here has an insatiable appetite," he says, nudging you forward. I didn't read all of that. Let's go with this one. Guardian Angel. Pick again, optionally retry any chance cards gambit, permanent blessing. Any number of blessings can be equipped at one time. Hey, one blessing. You take a sip of the aromatic potion and feel a warm fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success. I'm sure the high priestess will appreciate this one. You thank the old lady and continue up Mount Fridas, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard. Let's go this way.
In the cold, men become desperate. Women hold these mountains together, even through the worst.
With little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in from the north. The snow whips against you like shards of glass and obscures your vision. You struggle to find cover. Alright, so we get another chance at this. And it's a success. Let's go. Nice. The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Mileclips forges for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough, we can set up camp here for the night." You know, I'm good. I got enough health and everything.
A grand opportunity for you to take whatever pleases you and go about your day.
I'll make a donation, get more blessings. Let's do this one. Long life. If your max life is less than 150, you may discard food gain or equipment gain cards to receive +5 max life. Cool. Blessings 2 out of 6. But let's go up.
A lesson in caution awaits us all. Nature, truly wild nature, will not tolerate fury in its domain, unless it is its own.
High up on the mountain, you see the silhouette of a man approaching through the heavy snow. He bells through the roaring winds. Who dares trespass in the sacred grounds of our priestess? Hidden raiders spring down the mountain with the dexterity of mountain goats. Oh boy, this could be rough. Let's see though. Alright, y'all. Trapper. On the frozen plains, prey are few and far between. The keen eyes of a trapper see it all. Trappers throw hunting traps that snare their targets, use evade to avoid the traps, or change direction rapidly to break free.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips and assistant.
Let's get this guy. Dodge that. Aw, oh, come on, I dodged out of the way of that one. Dodge that one. I want to get this trapper. Come on. You're pretty low, so let's do that. Come on. Ooh, big damage. Dodge that. Got him. It took a little bit of damage there, but that's okay. Hey, another blessing. Revive companion. And permanent blessing. Hey, and 20 life. Beautiful. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer with a low, ominous rumble as a wall of light rushes towards the melee, sweeping away everything in its path. Come on. 14. Beautiful. You seek shelter against a bluff, pressing close to the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. When the trembling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon juts from the snow. As you near, you realize it is still clenched in his hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. Retrieve the weapon. Cool. I want to keep with my one-handed weapons, so let's go this way.
Mages are hard to eradicate at the best of times. We have our ways of hiding from the light.
Following Malclips's cryptic directions, many of which involve borrowing farm animals, you arrive at the edge of a vast and lonely lake. There you uncover a cave entrance blocked by a stone door. You must seek out Ira of the Vale in the underneath, the bard had explained, as you follow a frightened cow around the previous night. Let's ask why. Malclips drops his wine bottle nervously and forces a loud and hearty laugh, completely ignoring your question. The bespectacled ogre manning the door to the underneath doesn't look up from his book as you approach. 15 food items per entry, he grunts. Malclips scoffs. Robbery. If you're trying to hustle us, sir, I'll have you know that I can shoot lightning from my fingertips. The doorkeeper sighs. Times are hard for us, Mal. You'll see when you get in there. Malclips tries to wheedle his way in, but the ogre merely grips his club threateningly, and he desists. I want to save my coin, or my food, so I'm not gonna take the risk. With little warrant, another blizzard. I don't need to read all of that. Come on, give me something good. Hey, let's go. Same thing as before. Perfect. Let's keep her going.
Will you push on despite nature itself attempting to thwart you?
A sudden blizzard slows your progression through Mount Fridas. The bitter wind pierces your skin like shards of glass. Let's see if we can actually go back here and get the coin. Let's continue through. The bespectacled ogre manning the door underneath looks up from his book as you approach. 20 food items per entry. It was 15 earlier. What? Yeah, no, that will leave me with 6. I ain't doing that.
The mountain is unforgiving.
Let's
you would
ascend.
not be the first to die upon its peak.
Further up the mountain, the blizzard becomes so intense you barely see the tiny cottage engulfed in snow. An old lady beckons you in. I've received word from my sister's hawk and have been expecting you. I may not be as skilled as her, but this blessing potion I've whipped up is my best yet. Do you think it's good enough to take to the high priestess? She says, blowing the steam off a simmering bowl of thick liquid. I really couldn't, says Malclips, patting his belly. Let's do this one. Heroic sacrifice. I want to see what this is, so I'm gonna go. Heroic sacrifice. Prior to combat with 2 or more monster card. Optionally, discard a basic monster card but lose your companion for 3 turns. I'm good. I don't think I'll ever use it, but... You take a sip of the aromatic potion and feel a warm fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success. I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one. You thank the old lady and continue up Mount Fridas, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard. Let's go.
With the least of notice, the very lands beneath your feet can slide away. Life is filled with surprises.
Avalanche, same thing as before. Hidden Ravers. I'm just gonna continue. I'm not gonna worry about getting rid of them. I want to keep my companion. Berserker, fueled with rage and determined to destroy. Berserker's weapons are imbued with ice that slows their enemies' movements and attacks.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips and assistant.
Dodge that. I could have blocked. Come on, where's the other trapper? Oh, nice block.
By sea and sun, fate in vain.
Yikes, I'm taking too much damage. Dodge that. Beautiful. What am I supposed to do there? Don't die, don't die. Hey, we got it. That was close. Way too close. Now I'm gonna make camp. Ooh, discard for 5 max life? Yes, please. Hey, and we got a bunch of food back. Or health back. I'm gonna take that avalanche. 10. I'll re-roll this one. No way we get a 1 again, right? Yeah, we're good. Let's dig him out this time. You brave the cold and free the raider from his icy grave. He takes a moment to catch his breath and says, "You saved me, though we are enemies by blood. Take my blessing and leave me to my thoughts." You gain 2 fame. In combat, boosts life to 75 when life drops below 25. Then discard this card. Nice. I'm gonna camp.
Campfires will always offer warmth and heat, but they also change with each challenge. Be prepared.
A figure appears out from a swirl of frost and snow. It is a northerner. "I come in peace," he says. "I make pilgrimage to the high priestess. I mean you no harm." Without waiting for approval, he slumps down beside you and warms his hand by the fire. In my youth, I once fancied a northerner warrior. She almost cut off my head when I serenaded her. Malclips plucks a mournful note on his lute. "Young love, hey?" I'm gonna cook food. Malclips sits himself next to you, offering a sip of warm honey wine. "The last time I was on Mount Fridas, when I got very drunk and lost a bet." More food. You warm your frozen hands as the wind howls around you. Same thing. Same thing. Keep her coming. I think I'll stop there. You sleep through the long, cold night. In the morning, you pack your things and continue your climb up the mountain. Let's go down. Blizzard again. Jeez. Come on, success. Redraw. Success. I know. Seek shelter in a cave and enemies come attack you. You flee the cave, having barely survived the savage attack. Luckily, the blizzard has passed. Malclips forges for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough. We can set up camp here for the night." "Yes, please, because you just took away a bunch of it." There we go, and let's actually trade. You know what? Nah. I'll break camp. Let's go this way.
I am torn
Gnomish
between
exchange.
my loathing for gnomes and my despair that the world is becoming less strange and arcane as the Empire spreads.
You trespass on a gnomish ground. You trespass on gnomish ground, humans. A voice calls out as dozen small creatures leap from the trees around you. The penalty for this transgression is death. Make peace with your gods. Only shows 2 gnomes there, so maybe it's just 2. Ah, there's a bunch. 8 of them. Gnomes. Fiercely territorial. Trespass in the gnomish lands and face consequences. Pesky, persistent, and impossible to hit. Gnomes cause snare, avoid, or struggle to break free. Gnomes can only be deterred with a finisher. Why? Jeez, these guys are annoying. Got him. Yeah, they're just a little bit annoying. Not too bad, though. The battered gnomes pick themselves up from the battlefield and approach you cautiously. Alright, the penalty for this transgression is no longer death. We'd like to parley. We seek arms to defend ourselves, the gnome declares loudly. Hand over some of your equipment and we'll release you. We can even pay you something. I'll give you some food for a helmet, one of the small folk exclaims. I'll share secrets of the land for a ring, another chimes in. Give me a weapon I can yield, and one for my brother. We've got gold, the toothless gnome calls out. The gnomes all loudly shout their own offers, trying to drown each other out. I'm gonna trade in the axe. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. You surrendered the equipment to the gnomes. Satisfied, they offer payment in return. Hey, gold. More gold. More gold. Nice. The toothless gnome looks perplexed. A mighty war machine, to be sure. But however will we wield it? He turns to his brother, and together with the other gnomes, they heave the weapon into the bushes and out of sight. You gain 2 fame. We're getting famous. Let's go here. Come on, more blizzard. These blizzards are really annoying. Let's go this one. Failure, redraw. Same one. Hey, we got it. Skip all that. Let's go this way.
Now the confrontation.
Bless Summit.
Are you ready to face the priestess of her people and drive the deal the Empire has requested? Or will you turn and flee?
I'm actually going to turn back. I've got to get one more blessing. I hope I get it here. As you hike through the mountains one fine day, you come across an injured traveler. Though he is clearly deeply wounded and barely moving, you sense something disturbing about the cloaked figure and approach with caution. You, mortal, come here, the creature commands, his voice rasping. I need sustenance to heal myself, and you will provide it. You draw your weapon and the beast weakly raises its arm to defend itself. Spare me and I will make it worth your while. Let's accept his offer. As you lower your blade, he suddenly lunges at you. Come on, man. The creature continues to draw blood from your arm. Oh, wait. Because maybe he'll give me one. I would have recovered to my full strength in time. I've no doubt. But I admit you've been up to me this night. He gestures at the darkness, saying, The humans who dared to think they could best me in combat lie fallen in the clearing to the south. Their ambition was as foolish as their deaths were quick, but perhaps they had something that would have be of use to you. The shadow seems to gather around his person until nothing remains. A debt repaid. He set out with flaming torch and soon arrived at the scene of the slaughter. A dozen armed men have been recently butchered here. Among the remains you find no decent equipment, just the tools of farmers and provisional soldiers. As you leave the carnage, you step on a blade, hidden in the shadows of the grass.
Spoils. Do not wield a weapon you do not wish to see turned against you one day.
I like the blade I have right now.
Nicely done.
But there's no, Blessing. I'm gonna trade buy food. I'm gonna discard it for 5 max life. And discard for 5 more max life. And, ooh. That was kind of a bad idea. Let's sell the Knight's Sword. And finish trading. Cook food, cook food, cook food. Alright,
Your supplies are running low. Make your
break camp.
choices carefully.
Alright. Let's enter. As you enter the Great Hall, the towering arched doors swing open with a heavy creak. A giantess in a velvet robe enters, accompanied by raiders. Malclips bows low to the ground. My companion and I have been sent forth to discuss a truce between the Empire and the Northerners, my lady. So they send me a silver-tongued devil and his mercenary. She smirks. I hope for your sake you have a decent offering. You kneeled before the High Priestess. Only 5 blessings? What a pitiful effort. With a flick of her wrist, bolts of lightning strike you.
You still have a chance to defeat this mission, even if imperfectly.
Alright, let's do this. Yikes. I should have bought that one at the beginning. Alright, y'all, let's do this. Berserker Champion. Fierce, loyal, and relentless champion of the High Priestess. Berserker weapons are imbued with ice that slow their enemies' movements and attacks.
Why do we always end up enraging the locals?
Come on. Oh, come on. You know what? I'm gonna do these guys first. Come on, who's next? Give me some shield. Big damage, nice. And we got him. Just these guys left? Okay, I can handle that. Maybe. If I can actually block them. Come on, y'all. Why are you running away? I thought I dodged that one. Come on, who's next? Come on, y'all, let's go. Anybody else? Just you. Gotcha. Even though you failed to bring me your offering, I'm impressed with how you wield your sword. Now hear my terms. The High Priestess draws herself up, a towering figure draped in fur and wrath. The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. Now those are my terms. Small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Brainstorm. What do we got? For besting the High Priestess's champion, Humble Hammer, Berserker's Creed, and Extinguisher. Winter Solace, Burning Building, and Temple Prayers, and Cartographer. For ascending Mount Fridas, your supplies have been added to 5 food, Warrior's Axe, Soldier's Sword. What's this one? For clearing out the Rusty Razor, Friendly Innkeeper. What's this one? For giving your life to save an injured Shadow Beast, Knight's Sword. Take aim and uncover what lurks in Iron Peak. Rana's Remarkable Fishing, Unrest in Iron Peak. Nice. So we got Empress and the Emperor next. Let's do the Empress
This game
next.
is merely the lesser game. It is not the true game of life and death, merely my model of it. I must prepare you for the challenges you will face when we meet Callus in truth.
Okay, so we can do 10 encounters. Arm wrestling, of course. Haven't done that one. Not that one. Not that one. Haven't done that one. I've done Gnomish Exchange. I want to do Market Thief because I want to catch the guy this time. The Underneath. Let's do a Fork in the Road. Friendly Innkeeper. Pauper Plague. Yeah. For blade or for weapons, let's go Cardinal Blade. Let's do that. Shield. Berserker's Creed. Extinguisher, why not? The Aegis. Humble Hammer. And Winter's Bane. How does Winter's... Okay. Bet. Supplies. 5 food. Of course. Alright, let's get her going.
In this case, the Empress is a symbol, a leader of the northern clans, but not their only one. Now we come to one of the new nuances of our game. The hunt for fame and esteem would not work for all players, but it works for you. I can sense it in you. Your pride, your skill. In time, we will learn all of you.
Raiders have destroyed our village, the Elder of Talos explains in a hushed voice. They were sent out by a dark shaman of the north. They were searching for this. He draws a large warhammer from his cloak. Rifa's ire. 'Tis the only weapon that will break the seal protecting their encampment. He hands you the weapon. Dope.
Anger is a powerful force.
Sick. Let's actually equip that. I need 20 fame. What happened to the sword I brought? I don't know. Let's do that for now then. The weapon is heavier than you imagined. Perhaps weighted down by some hidden magic, preventing you from wielding it to its potential. The Elder looks straight in your eyes as though peering into your soul. Not all weapons are for all men. Only for those that have demonstrated great acts of valor and courage may bear Retha's ire. You do well to remember that. Let's ask some questions. What must I do? You must find courage to wield this weapon and defeat the shaman before the fifth village falls. The village needs a hero. The town of Braden is surely in danger and must be warned. The King's Road. Ask how to use it. Great artifacts require great heroes, he explains. Never turn down the opportunity to aid others. Seek out greatness, and you will be rewarded. Ask about the shaman. A twisted creature with great power. Never seen on the battlefield, but I hear she commands her warriors from the camp in the forest to the east. We sent our warriors to find her, but a magical barrier prevents anyone from entering her sanctum. It is said that Retha's ire can break through such a barrier. If she were attacked at her camp, these raids could surely be stopped for good. Ask about the Empire. The elder scowls. Empire? What good is the Empire? Naught but tax collectors and carrion crows. 6 raids here this year, and not a soldier to be seen. So much for protection. They're less reliable than the worst of the gods. Begin the quest. Thank you. I trust the sacrifice of Talos not go in vain. He bows his head. May the gods bring you good fortune. Let's go this way.
When the hero runs in, the villain takes their time to bait their trap. Be careful, lest they put you in your place.
Rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in danger. You turn as cords of a northern bola wrap around your body. A party of northerners charges at you as you break free. You've been ambushed. Uh-oh. And I have the sword equipped, so it's not going to be super strong against them.
I'll have you know my friend here is killed far better than you.
Let's get these throwers. Dodge that. Oh, come on, I dodged that one. Dodge him. Come on. Dodge that. Come on. Dodge that. Beautiful. Do I get any fame for this? A2 fame. Search for spoils. This one. No way. As you search for valuables, one of the northerners grabs you with his last breath. He runs his blade into your side. Come on, man.
Let's
King's
see
Road.
what the next town holds.
Let's turn back. I want to keep searching through this area.
At what point does honor bend to pragmatism?
The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage. A woman calling for help. Please help, she cried. I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? Assist. Oofda. I'm rerolling all of them. Ah, man. Why, thank you. Now, if you would be so kind to give me all of your gold. The woman draws a pair of concealed blades from her corset. Come on out, boys. You have no time to react as a group of bandits spring from hiding. Hey, we might get some more fame from this at least.
You have to stop helping people. It always ends up like this.
Come on, let's get this guy first. Big damage. Nice. Come on. Last guy. There we go. Any fame? With the thugs defeated, you search their bodies for valuables. Come on. Nice. First try. You find some food amongst their possessions. You gain 4 fame. Nice. More food. Ooh. Let's go this way.
Time passes and things change. The advances of the Empire march on, and mystery and magic falls further into darkness. Yet, death stalks the streets of the city.
A pall of smog casts the city into a dull, gray light as you navigate the narrow streets and back alleys of Iron Peak. Beware the Prince of Poisons, calls a young boy in short-brimmed cap as he hands out leaflets to the passing crowds. Stop to read a discarded parchment sodden by the damp that clings to the cobblestones. Prince of Poisons strikes again. Another mass poisoning in the black streets of Lowtown. Mayor raises rewards 500 gold. The boy approaches as you finish reading. If you really hope to be safe, you best protect yourselves. I have just the thing and at a bargain price. Let's ask about the Prince of Poisons. He's the one responsible for all of the killings that's been going on, the child exclaims wide-eyed. Dozens, if not hundreds of innocent people dead, all poisoned by the prince. He strikes at random, anywhere in the city and at any time. Just drops one of his canisters and half the streets dead before anyone knows what's happening. Let's ask about the disheveled children. The boy looks over to where you are pointing. Most of them lost their parents to poison now live on the streets. The boy shakes his head in pity, saying, "Came from a good home. Some of them. They won't be last on the street. Don't even know what street corners are the best to beg at." I'm gonna give them food. I'm gonna give them 5. A dozen filthy hands tear the offered morsels to shreds as children scramble for what they can get. More filthy children appear from out of the shadows to beg for food. You gain 4 fame and lose 5 food. Suddenly, an armed man sprints into the alley, knocking several children to the ground. He pauses to swear and glances back the way he came. A silver-haired lady, clearly dressed for combat and sporting an array of weapons, standing silhouetted at the entrance at the end of the alley. "Running is pointless, Mad Eye," she says, matter-of-factly. Mad Eye draws his weapon as the children scatter. "I'm not going back to prison, he yells in defiance. Attack Mad Eye. Join the men attacking the women. And stay back and observe. I'm gonna attack Mad Eye. "This one's mine," the woman tells you as you draw your weapon. More armed men suddenly crush into the alleyway. "Mad Eye," one of them calls. "We won't let her take you." Alright, let's get him. The Hunter. Katura. You will find no charity here. When activated, Katura fires her back-holstered weapon and causes high damage to enemies in range. Stay close to charge her ability faster.
Nothing like the smell of gunpowder to get the blood racing.
Yikes. I don't like being in close quarters with all of these guys. Come on. Dodge. Got him. I took way too much damage there, though. The silver-haired woman immediately rushes forward to stand over Mad Eye, declaring, "I'm taking this little life in and getting the payment." As formidable as the woman looks, you turn to search the other fallen men before leaving the alleyway. Ooh.
The power Rage grants is often misunderstood.
Of course I'm gonna grab that. Hey, more life. You leave the troubled town of Iron Peak with the impression that you've yet not seen all that it has to offer. I need more fame.
Wealth through exploration. We have many lands to discover, you and I. If you cannot make use of this, I will question your skills.
A traveling cartographer in the process of making the first full map of the Empire wishes to pay you gold for information on areas you have seen in your recent travels. I need not know every stream or stone that lies from here to the capital. I'm sure whatever knowledge you can provide will be of some worth. The cartographer listens intently as you relate what you can remember of the neighboring areas. More gold. Nice. You spend several hours in his company until he is satisfied that you have nothing else useful to add. Nice. General store. Ooh. Buy healing. Give me that. And I'm gonna get some food. Yikes, I don't have enough coins. Well, let's see what we can sell. I'm not selling either of those. Alright, let's leave. What's this way? You enter a competition of strength at a fair. Gold prizes available to the winner. Ooh, it's the arm wrestling again. Your opponent in the third round is Paralee the Brass Hag. She touts herself as a fearsome pirate, but needs the money from this competition to get herself a bow. Come on. Let's do that. Come on. 6. Hey, we got it. The Brass Hag cannot live up to the strength of her name, and slumps in defeat. You gain 2 fame. 10 gold. 10 gold. 10 gold. 10 gold. Now we got 48 gold. Nice. I'm gonna camp.
Campfires offer a chance to see what your companion has to say about your current challenge.
After a long day's travel along the King's Road, you find yourselves at a trader's camp. They welcome you to join them. I'm gonna trade, buy food. Buy 3 food. Buy 3 food. What equipment can we get? I'm good. Let's finish trading. Review mission. We'll have to grow your feeble arms enough to wield that magical hammer, Malclips shouts. Cool. You bid farewell, the traders farewell, and continue on your way. Let's continue on. Following the Talos Elder's instructions, you find yourself on the road to Brayden. Continue to the next village. Dusk falls as you continue on your quest.
Do not take lightly the mantle of fame. Being a figurehead is not without consequences.
You arrive at Brayden in the dead of night to find it under attack from raiders. As the village burns, 3 brave farmers attempt to defend the last of the surviving villagers. One calls out, "Please help, we must stop these savages before all is lost." I'm gonna switch to the villager's axe. You draw your weapon and rush to their aid. We already switched to the axe, so I think we'll be good. Alright, y'all. Big damage. Come on. Aw, I thought I would be able to get him before he hit me. Come on, let's get him. Come on, I dodged that one. We got him. Hey, nice. I need to heal up, though. I'm really low on health. Armory.
A useful tool,
Cool.
but simple magic.
2 more fame. The surviving villagers rush to the farmer's aid and tend to their wounds. "Thank you, adventurer," they cry. "You have helped save what remains of our people. But sadly our village is no more. Please accept this small token of our gratitude." Food. Let's go. It is not the time to celebrate. They are surely mustering to raid the town of Terran. They point further south down the riverbank. If you are a true hero, you will surely save them. With another village less than Northerners, you set out for the next town without delay. Alright, let's keep her
You'll
going.
notice that my carriage does not stop for every distressed traveler along the way.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't, you know what? Let's do it. Come on.
Dice are a constant reminder of death. The singular is die, as I'm sure you know, and they are often called bones for the material from which they were crafted. Here, however, they may also bring a touch of life.
Yikes, I didn't get 14. Oh boy. I might die here. I hope I don't, but I might. Come on, man, let's do this.
You have to stop helping people. It always ends up like this.
I gotta remember they hit twice. Come on. Come on, bro. No, man. Unfortunate.
Combat solves so little. It has ended this, however.
Do I have to redo it all? Ah, I do. Man. Unfortunate. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, that has been real. Peace.